I make sure all my corners can salsa. You can't move your hips, you can't play. Turn right here, just let the weight take over. I think I'm going 4 pounds right now. Sometimes I go up to like 8, depending on how I'm feeling. 4 is good enough. And back up. Turn it up. Let it hang. I'm giving a decent stretch in this, but if you're not, if you don't feel like you are, start with one arm and roll away from it. Get a deeper stretch in there. I like doing the Y's, or V's, whatever you want to call it. Letting it hang in there. Gradually get wider. I get the most out of this one.
I've been feeling I need a separate medicine ball. My arms are doggone long.
Yeah, well, I'm not 7'32" like you.
I ain't 7'32".
You trying to do the math? That right there was the range of motion. This right here is the mobility. Just had a thought. Cause I'm saying cause like I already was in the conversation, like y'all know what I'm talking about. But one of my philosophy is like sort of like Bruce Lee's. I don't want to say I idolize him, but I kind of closely did, as a kid. But his saying, "Be like water." It's about adapting to your surroundings and in the situation. And my philosophy is similar to his, not exactly the same, because I had to kind of find my own way. And I say that because when I was first learning how to play football, I was doing it the way my coaches said. And it made me feel like a robot. Like I get the foundation what he was trying to teach me, and that was necessary. But I could never play free or play to my best potential because I was doing it the way that he told me to do it, not being out there playing. And then it happened in my mind. I was like, I'm the one out there on the field. Obviously, I was just practicing at the time. I'm the one on the field, so I had to make myself comfortable. I got to find out what works for me, because he can call whatever he want to call, but if I can't do what he's saying, what's the point? And I need to be able to perform. So I started refining my technique on my own, after practice, come home, especially on the weekends, after games or whatever. I wasn't playing, so I needed to do something to get better. So I came up with my own style. I looked at players that I respected in the league and developed my style off of that. Now, you ask any corner, 9 times out of 10, every corner is going to say the best corner that ever played the ball is Deion Sanders. And I'm not going to disagree with that. And no disrespect to him, I'm not him, so when I was formulating my style, I didn't even use him whatsoever, like who I pulled from. 'Cause I'm not him, he's not me, or whatever. I never had his speed, definitely don't have his size. So I focus more, for me, on technique. Like I wanted to be the smartest on the field. And so with that thought, I'm like, okay, who's the smartest player that I know of that's playing right now? And at the time, it was Ricky Sherman. And funny thing is, I seriously doubt he's going to remember. But when the Super Bowl was out here in AZ, they played against the Patriots. I'm a Patriots fan, by the way. The school, the football team, ACU, we were able to work the Super Bowl. We could have gone to the Super Bowl parties. We could have went to we did Pro Bowl too, and we could have worked their security for their hotels. We had all kind of options. While some of my teammates, most of them, wanted to be in the events, like go to the parties and stuff, I was like, nah, I'm going to watch them practice. So, since in my mind, Richard Sherman was the smartest corner, I was like, I'm going to watch them practice, you know. And I'm a Patriots fan, so I could have went there, but I was like, nah, I need to study this dude. I need to see how he's moving. I need to see how he carry himself. So that's what I wanted to do. I went to watch them practice for the Super Bowl, see how they respond. I didn't really talk to them, because I wasn't trying to get in trouble, because we had to report, and if we got any bad news to the coaches or whatever, I didn't want to get in trouble. You know, I'm very literal, so if I'm told to do something or not do something, that's exactly what I'm going to do or not do. So we were told not to mess with them, or not to engage necessarily. If they engage with us, that's fine. So I say that to say I was around him, I was listening to him, but I didn't disrupt him at all. And what I got from that opportunity, first I was like, man, these dudes is huge as freak. When I saw Cam Chancellor, I was like, ain't no way. It's like, this man is big. Like, I got intimidated, not even gonna lie, but at the same time, I got excited. One day, I'm gonna be around here. I'm gonna be in these same rooms with type of dudes like this. But I'm watching Richard Sherman, practice or whatever, and I'm watching his backstory, understanding things about him, where he came from, his whys of his pursuit, his approach to the game. I learned patience from two people, Darrell Reeves and Patrick Peterson. More so Darrell. And what I learned about him too was that I could accept myself, because he was never necessarily a weight room guy. He had country grown man strength, and that helped me accept who I am. Like, I don't have to conform, right? I still go to the gym. Even he did too. He still lifted, but he never been a gym rat, and I'm not a gym rat. But I can still get the job done just like he did. My favorite player that I took from, and he probably my favorite player, period, Ocho Cinco. And I know I said I'm a corner, and I study a lot of corners. But this is where my philosophy comes in at. I take from different areas that interest me. I accept the things I like, discard what I don't. Which is sort of like Bruce Lee. That's how he came up with Jeet Kune Do. He learned all kind of different styles, accepted what he liked and discarded what didn't fit him. So from Chad Johnson, I learned that I'm going to have the best footwork, period. There's not going to be a corner who has better footwork than me. There's not going to be a receiver with better footwork than me. I'm going to be able to do what you're doing and do it backwards. That's what I got from him. Obviously, the confidence too, and to have fun with the game. Because of him is why I started dancing in football. He's my favorite player, period. And he played soccer too. His footwork game was crazy. So I started implementing a lot of soccer workouts. And a lot of soccer stuff in my training, because I wanted that type of footwork. And that's what actually helped me stand out from the different teams I've been on. When I went to the combine and when I went to Cancun and played in the tournament, people asking me yo, what do you do? How your footwork is so clean? Chad Johnson, bro. That's where he come from. I wanted to have my footwork like his. So, patience, I wanted to be the smartest. Footwork and confidence I got from those guys. And the other person that I learned, that I took a lot from, was the player that I was first compared to, Champ Bailey. from him I learned to disguise what I'm doing. Like I can play cover 2 but make it look like cover 3 and vice versa. And I can play those zone coverage, just make it look like man, and play man and make it look like, just switching it up. Like that's what I got from him. To not be easily read, to be aware of my own tendencies too, so that it's hard to beat me. So Chad, Richard, Darrell, Pat P, and Champ Bailey, those are like my foundational guys. And then later on, as the years passed, Brian Dawkins. I wanted his energy. And to unapologetically play the game and still be real to yourself. Like he never, at least as far as I know, he never not let people know where he stood with God, that he was a Christian, that he was a believer. And he played with that passion. Ray Lewis. Actually, Ray Lewis is the reason why I wore 25, not because of Rick Sherman. Obviously, I'm not a linebacker, but his number was 52. So I wore 25 because of him. I said Brian Dawkins. Recently, I've been trying my best to implement a Sean Taylor and a Cam, but I can hit, but I ain't like them, like or Derwin James, like them boys different, and that's fine. Like that don't necessarily have to be my game, but if that strike zone is there, I'm taking it. Ed Reed, I really liked him. So the time that I did play safety, I really was focusing a lot on him for that reason, to have the range over on the field. But yeah, those are my foundational guys as far as football went. So my philosophy has been adapting to my surroundings, adapting to the situation, taking in the things that I like, and discarding what doesn't work. Just being me. And that's also what I try to teach. Rather I'm teaching basketball, rather I'm teaching football. When I was coaching boxing, I like to teach people to be themselves, because when you're free, that's when you're at your best. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Maybe some other time I get deeper into my whole backstory and dive deeper into the things that I had to overcome and how I taught myself these things and the studies that I've been through and whatnot. Still got to get this work done. Press the spine. Actually, I think I did everything.
Huh?
I think I did everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just put the stuff up like I said. You usually quit it. Oh yeah, I know where I was about to go with me saying all of that. I was going to ask you a question. Because with this page, or this channel, should I say, I'm going to show the work that I do to prepare. I'm also going to show how I train people. And I had to check with the school, but I'm probably going to have some recordings of the practices when I'm at the school with the kids.
Yeah.
I had to check what the liability on that though. But also think about like my process of making music. Like should I? Because I personally don't like anybody being around me when I'm recording. Like it just feels weird. But
I know having people like watch over you and stuff. Yeah.
But should I even have that on the page? Like, cause
why
like,
not?
Should I show everything? You know, well, not everything, but everything.
Well, I mean, you have your own personal music, but like stuff that you're more like I can show this to people.
Well,
like
even the process, like how I record. Like,
oh yeah.
Like, well, it's been a solid workout. I definitely feel like I've earned the right to sit down and play the game for like 10 hours.
True that.
It's been good work.
Now it's time to ice.
Yeah, I'm ice bath later tonight after Christian. Don't really know what I'm gonna call this page yet. I don't know if I should use my moniker that I've been using or my business name, which is NextLvl. My personal moniker or nickname is the Next Okage of CB. I don't know yet. We'll come up with something. But that's it. That's the day. Thank you for joining. Till next time.